Hi, my name is Kathryn Gomes, and I am the author of Apologia's math series, Exploring Creation with Mathematics. And in this video, we're going to be looking at Level 2. I want to give you some tips on how to best do the Unit 3 skills practice. So if you're familiar with the program, you do lessons in the student book, but each day you also take 5 to 10 minutes to practice a certain skill. So in Unit 2 of the student book, your child learned how to do two-digit addition and two-digit subtraction and all that fun regrouping. Lots of concepts, lots of new material for them. In Unit 3, they're going to move on to learning about money and time, but they're going to continue to practice two-digit addition and two-digit subtraction in the skills practice. Now, all of this is in the teaching guide, just so you know that you do have it in written form. The skills are recorded on the suggested pacing guide below the lesson. And then in the intro to each unit in the teaching guide, the specific skills are listed. And then we've also laid out different ways you can practice, because the idea is for you to find the things that work best for your family, because that really varies. It varies based on the student and it varies based on the homeschool parent. All right, let me give you some suggestions. Let's start with two-digit addition. So this first one's super simple, but I think it'll work great when we get to Level 2 in my house. Write a two-digit addition fact on a note card and just have them answer one fact before they do their lesson. So I'm planning on doing something like this and just laying it on top of their book. They know to answer this before they start their lesson. My kids love note cards. I think they're going to be excited about this. Also, you're their parent. You know where they're at. So you could write some facts in the beginning that don't require regrouping, and then you can work up to the harder ones from there. Okay? All right, some other things you can do. We have provided worksheets for you because sometimes some kids love worksheets and sometimes a worksheet is what we need. So we have these lovely, spaciously designed, simple worksheets that are available on the Book Extras website. So go ahead and print some of those if you'd like to do a worksheet. What about some games? All right, one of my favorite games for two-digit addition is Make the Greatest. Now, how you make it a game can kind of vary, but let me just kind of explain, the basic concept. You need some numbered cards, so your child would pick some cards. Those are their digits, and they need to make an addition problem that has the greatest sum. I do a mat like this in our house for them to lay the cards on, because this really helps, and then they can write their answer on the bottom. You can do it a couple different ways. You can give the same digits to two players. You can lay out 10 digits and let each player take turns picking and then see who gets the greatest sum, that kind of thing. Or it doesn't have to be a competition. But I don't know. It's kind of fun for them because they get to make the problem themselves. All right. And then one last one for the addition is a game that was included in the lesson. This is the spinners, the two-digit addition spinners. So that you have a copy of those spinners that tear out from the teaching guide. And it's really simple. They put a paper clip on the page and flick it, and they'll get one of these numbers. Let me make sure you can see this. One of these and then one of these, and they add them together. So what I think would be fun is to have your spinners ready, and each morning before you do a lesson, have them spin, spin, add, we're done. Okay? I don't know. It's fun because you get to spin it. All right, let's talk about subtraction. Probably a little bit of a trickier skill, at least for me. I'm more of an addition girl. You can do the same thing with the note cards, okay? To have them do, one two-digit subtraction fact. You could do these in a batch. On Sunday night, you write out 5 and you're ready to go. Just give them one each day, right? Make your life simple. We also have worksheets for you on the Book Extras website. I'm excited about these because design of a worksheet makes a big difference. There's so many cluttered worksheets out there. I really like these. Nice, clean, makes you want to do math. Raise to Zero. Again, this is a game that they played when they did Unit 2, but if they liked it, you could just use this again to practice. Now, Raise to Zero is a little more involved, so it would take a little more time. They start with a certain number of base 10 blocks, typically 100, and they roll dice and subtract back from there. and whoever gets to 0 first wins. So again, that one will take a little more time, but this is good, especially if your child's struggling for a little bit of review because it's concrete, okay? So it would help reinforce those regrouping ideas. Or, just like we did with addition, we have the spinners. So these are the subtraction spinners. This is, more involved to design because I had to make sure that they spun a bigger number first and then a smaller number to subtract it. Just keep those spinners out, have them spin and subtract each day. All right, those are my suggestions. I hope you have a great Unit 3 skills practice.